When millions of dollars are on the line, most people's minds betray them. But the ultra-wealthy, they think differently. Their secret isn't just luck or hard work, it's a hidden weapon buried in psychology. It's called decision hacking, a way to bypass emotions when making high-stakes choices. Why does this matter? Because in the heat of the moment, most people choke under pressure. Take the fear of loss bias, for example. It makes people cling to bad investments, hoping for a rebound. Or the herd mentality, following the crowd right off a financial cliff. But billionaires, they've trained their minds to rise above these traps. They focus on the data, not the drama. One billionaire explains, "I have one rule, never let emotions decide for me." Instead, they use checklists, automating decisions to avoid panic moves. They even consult psychologists to reprogram their biases. This detachment from emotions allows them to make bold, calculated moves when others freeze. During a stock market crash, they see opportunity where others see chaos. That's how they turn crises into fortune, and fortune into empires. So, next time someone calls billionaires just lucky, remember this. It's not just what they do, it's how they think. Master your mind, and you master everything else. Follow us for more. Why do most people panic when things go wrong, but a rare few thrive under pressure? It all comes down to a battle inside your brain, fear versus logic. Imagine this. The stock market crashes, your investments are plummeting, your amygdala takes over, screaming, "Sell everything now." This is your brain's fear center in action, urging you to avoid risk. But the most successful minds don't give in to fear. They've trained their logical brain to fight back. This mental skill is called emotional regulation. Instead of asking, "What if I lose everything?" they ask, "What are the chances of success?" This shift in thinking is known as probabilistic thinking. Take Warren Buffett, for example. During a market panic, he sees opportunity, not danger. Or Elon Musk, betting his entire fortune to launch SpaceX when failure seemed inevitable. Their secret? They label the fear, but they don't obey it. They focus on probabilities, not possibilities. The next time your heart races in a high-stakes moment, remember this. Your fear is just one voice. Train yourself to listen to logic instead. Because in the biology of risk, the mind that conquers fear wins. Follow us for more. The project had already swallowed millions and was burning more money every day. Ryan, the CEO, sat alone, staring at the numbers. Failure loomed, but so did ego. 15 million already sunk. Every instinct screamed to keep fighting. But then he remembered a lesson from a billionaire mentor. "Ask yourself this," the mentor had said. "If you weren't in this already, would you start today?" Ryan froze. For the first time, he considered the project with fresh eyes. No, he wouldn't start it today. It was crystal clear. He stood up, grabbed the phone, and made the hardest decision of his career. The project was shut down that same day. It stung, but Ryan knew. Brilliant leaders move forward, not backward. Months later, he invested in a new opportunity and turned it into a billion-dollar success. Because winning isn't about what you've lost, it's about where you go next. Follow us for more. Steve Jobs had a closet full of identical black turtlenecks. Why? It wasn't about style. It was a psychological strategy. Decision fatigue drains your mental energy throughout the day. Every choice you make depletes your brain's willpower battery. By evening, you're mentally drained, prone to poor decisions. Wealthy leaders automate or simplify daily choices to avoid this. That's why Mark Zuckerberg wears gray t-shirts every day. It frees him up to focus on the big, impactful decisions. These leaders save their brain power for decisions that matter. They avoid wasting energy on the other 99%. This is how they stay sharp and dominate their industries. So, what's the lesson? Simplify your routine for smarter decisions. Follow us for more. They say success is 20% strategy and 80% psychology. But what does that actually mean? Imagine two people standing on the edge of a diving board. One jumps without hesitation, the other freezes. Both had the same tools, the same opportunity. The difference? Fear. Fear is the first psychological barrier you must master. Then there's loss aversion, the bias that makes giving up feel like failure. Picture this: a business owner clinging to a failing product, pouring money into a sinking ship. Another owner cuts their losses, reinvests, and thrives. It's a simple choice, but psychology makes it feel impossible. And then, there's the illusion of control, the urge to micromanage everything. Great leaders know when to delegate and step back. So, mastering psychology isn't just theory, it's the quiet edge that separates the good from the great. Which of these traits do you find the hardest to master? Fear, loss aversion, or control? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more insights to level up your mind and your business, follow us for more.